And so we continue with the celebration of ASF. I have looked around in my wardrobes and looked around in my trunks and everywhere and managed to come up with some of the t-shirts. I know some of them are hidden in the house. You know, when you move house from place to place, you eventually lose a number of things. But I've just been able to grab some of the t-shirts that we have been using over the years for our conferences. As we know, each and every year we come up with a different t-shirt and a different conference. I remember the year when I was chosen to be president of ASF. This was the t-shirt that we had. We had this in Lesotho, this conference in Lesotho. It was the year 2001. And we really had a great time because it was called in Lesotho. This was one of the few long sleeve shirts that we have for our conferences. So we have this shirt, which for me is very, very, very dear because that is when I was chosen as president. In the year when I became president, the t-shirt that we had at the time was a black t-shirt. Unfortunately, we did some painting there and people threw paint at us, and that t-shirt, because of that paint, eventually grew old and it had to get thrown away. But here's another very, very old t-shirt. When we were establishing the NSOCs in the Western Cape, this was what we had. We had Pentec NSOC that we were pushing to establish, and this was their grand launch. I still have the t-shirt from 2001, although it is not one that I use. As you can see, it's now full of holes. But we who are many are one body, for we all partake in the one bread. That is one of the t-shirts that I have. And another t-shirt that I have is one that I think came through in the KZN region from the 2016 conference, when we were talking about being green Anglicans. We were talking about doing things right so that we can look after our environment. So that is the one t-shirt that I also have in my pack of t-shirts. I have another t-shirt when we had another conference. And where was this conference? This conference is last year's conference, the 2019 conference that we held in the Northwest region. We had a great time, and there we were talking about, the theme was we should love each other. We should hold each other with love. I have the other t-shirt that I bought. I believe this was in Mozambique. We had the conference in Mozambique in 2017 on the 57th Provincial Conference. We had a great time visiting the ocean. And that one we were talking about also being responsible citizens in the world, fighting violence, helping the young people, and also talking to a number of things like fees must fall and the need to save water. And then there are other t-shirt which is from the Western Cape Conference, which took place, I believe it was in 2018. This was the conference in the Western Cape. I do have some other t-shirts which I remember. There's another green t-shirt that I think was from a conference that was in Gauteng. There were some gray t-shirts for a conference that we held, the very first conference I attended in Mozambique. I just need to find them. If I do find them, I will share them with you again so that we can share our experiences and years with ASF. But here is some history, ASF history. We remember ASF and all that it has been to us. Hallelujah.